Hey guys, it's Matt with BleepinJeep.com. We're going to do a DIY and drive tutorial from pull apart used auto parts. Let's get started. Hey, check that out. That's a tape player straight out of the 1990s. Some of you may be asking, what's a tape player? Some of you may be asking, what's a CD player? But anyway, I might want to rock that sucker. So let's go about getting that sucker out. Now the first thing we need to do is pull the dash, but you got to remember a lot of people might be looking for this dash. That's a valuable part, so we don't want to just rip it out. Let's go ahead and take the time to take it out properly. Some of them have clips that unclip, some of them have screws, some of them have both. In this case, we've got a couple screws. So anytime you go to pull a dash, look for screws first. If you don't see any, it's probably just clipped in. So there's two screws up here at the top. I'm just going to go ahead and take those out. And I believe there's two more screws down here somewhere. I'm going to drop the steering wheel down as far as I can. Pull the face. Looks like somebody just installed that sucker right through the face. I see what they did. They mounted the holder right to the plastic piece. So in that case, what we need to do, there's two little tabs here on the side, so you can either use a screwdriver or your fingers and press those tabs in while you pull out. That'll release the stereo from that backing, and we can slide it out. There we go. Now if it has a connector, just go ahead and disconnect it at the connector so that you don't ruin the wires for somebody else who might want the wiring harness. Looks like this one we'll have to cut. So now just give that wire a little snip and we've got our stereo. But what we want to do is also come back and grab this piece, because this is what holds the stereo in. So let's see if I can get that out of there. Perfect, got it out. Now normally that would be attached back here with some screws. Let me show you that. So let's pull the bezel out like we were going to try to do in the first place here. Okay, there we go. Set that aside. Now you can see where these holes are right here. This would normally be screwed in to there. So it just depends on how they install it. You might have to do it a little bit differently. But normally you would take the dash off first. Then you would take these two screws out and be able to pull all this out together. Alright, that last one was too easy. Let's try a different one. That one was a 95 Cherokee. This one is an 03 Liberty. So, first thing I'm going to do, turn the key, move this back so I got some room. Okay, now, I don't see any screws on here, so I'm assuming this just has some clips. Let's see if it'll pop off. Well, it almost did. Looks like there's one screw that I missed back in here. It's holding it up. There we go. Now, there is your heater control right there. So if you want to take that, you can just pop it off. But I'm just going to unclip it, get it out of the way, because we don't need that. So, all we've got left is a couple of screws here. Looks like 4 screws, 2 on each side. I'm going to pull these out. I should follow my own advice and hang on to these. You never know if you might need these, because you might lose the ones from your old vehicle. Okay, let's pull this sucker out. It's got the antenna for the radio. And then we've got 2 little clips. 1, 2. On those clips, there's just a little place where you push it in, and then they pull out. Alright, there we go. We've got a stereo, factory stereo, out of an 03 Liberty. So just remember, guys, when you go to pull something like this out, it's easy just to start cutting away and hacking, pulling the dash apart. But remember, somebody else might want this wiring harness. Somebody else might want this HVAC control or this faceplate. So do them a favor and just put everything back. Make sure you don't tear it up for them. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got a little something out of that. We'll see you in the next video.